Welcome everybody to the Pokemon Premiership Season 5, Match Day 5, and we are here for a special occasion. You know, it's been a crazy road these past 5 seasons, and it only feels like yesterday that we've started Season 5, and now we are here for the last match day of the group stage. And I don't know, it's insane to me. It's been a crazy road, and I think that we're in for an amazing ending. We have a lovely panel here joining us, Titanes, Mats, and I believe someone else was also joining us in a little bit. But people, I mean, final match day, it's do or die now. How are you feeling?
Feeling excited.
Mats?
Sorry, I just
Yes, Titanes.
no, I was just saying. Sorry, I was just recollecting myself because we got a doodle face reveal before GTA 6, so I was just
Yeah, absolutely.
He did announce it. He did announce it. I think it was not quite ready yet, so I think I kind of blew that one. But yeah, he joined the panel, so I kind of just threw him in there. Apologies for that. But anyway,
I was feeling probably going into my last match there was probably and this week as a whole. I felt good and up for it.
yes, of course. I mean, like I mentioned before, it took a while for season 5 to get going, but now we're coming off to the final match day, and there's so much to play for. Like, pretty much, there's something to play for in all of the groups, and I think that it's come really, really exciting. And I don't know, I'm just excited to see how this is going to play out. As I believe our other panel member is now ready to join us. Welcome, Doodle. Thank you so much for joining
sorry
us.
about that.
Glad to see you, man. I mean, how are you doing? Final match day. We're here.
Yeah, I decided, yeah. It's been like, what, 2 years overdue, I think? How long have we been doing this now? Like, yeah.
I mean,
like
it's 5 seasons. So
it
like
is kind of crazy to think about, though. I
think
still
we've
remember
been
the
doing
first
it
episode.
since the Euros.
It's like
No,
a
but
Should
fun
we welcome Spectre into the stream as well?
Yeah.
I mean, boys.
not but fair enough. It's not but fair
Frank,
enough.
I'm kind of surprised you're on good mood seeing Liverpool's result today.
I mean, I'm kind of ignoring that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about because we're here.
Don't worry,
for
Boca won the
Pokemon
Super
only.
Classico, so
Yeah,
fine.
we're here for Pokemon only, so we're not worrying about that kind of stuff right now. So without much delays, we're gonna go through. I know that you guys went over the groups in the last stream where I was not present, but we're gonna go through the tables of all the groups to see what's at stake going into this final match day. So over in Group A, I think that Group A is probably the group that has the most things decided so far. We know that Willow is guaranteed that top seed because of how massive his Pokemon differential is, because of the heavy wins that he got over the first 3 match days. Fails has secured a playoff spot, and now he only has to play for either he finishes second or third. He will be playing against Willow. The match that we're going to be looking at, and which is going to be our first live battle, is going to be Juliana against Eli Bongo, and that's really exciting because it's winner advances and loser goes home. It doesn't get more simple than that, and I know winner or die games are always super, super exciting. So yeah, both of them are going to have to bring their A game for that one. But yeah, the group situation, for the most part, everything's decided here, but we have to see what happens there between Juliana and Eli Bongo. And I mean, even if it's a bit of a friendly match almost, Willow and Fails will still be a clash between 2 very capable trainers. So I'm also very excited to see that one. When we move over to Group B, which, I mean, this is complete pandemonium because nobody has secured qualification, but nobody is out of it just yet. Which I think it's the most exciting. The person who is in the most scary position is Kaijin Ken, because Kaijin Ken is the only pot 5 trainer that he still has a chance to advance in the final match day, but he does not control his own fate. As a matter of fact,
that's the scariest thing when you don't control your own destiny. It's just, but
exactly.
It's worth saying though, Philip has to basically put up a masterclass, a full masterclasses to have a chance even at advancing. So we have to see how that goes. But of course, Titanes and Mats, they're almost there. They can probably see the finish line already, but they still have that last hurdle to cross over. So, and Seb, of course, he had to win last week to make sure, because if he lost last week, that would have been it for him. So he's still in this. So this is where, Kai Jinken will probably have both of his eyes staring at pretty much 2 different battles to see just how it's going to pan out. But,
I mean, Kai Jinken basically needs for Titanes to beat Seb, which I think it's kind of ironic because we know how Titanes and Kai Jinken kind of grew into a bit of a rivalry over there. But now Kai Jinken is kind of asking Titanes to kindly defeat Seb so that he can advance to the playoffs. And like you mentioned, Philippe has a massive task ahead of him because to depend on himself, like to have fate in his hands, he has to beat Mats 6-0 to be able to progress. He can also progress winning 5-0, but then he would need Seb to lose as well. So, there aren't that many options out there for Philippe. He's going to have to put up a masterclass, like you mentioned. This, obviously then, Titanes and Mats potentially fighting for first place. It could come down to differential between the 2 of them. So we're going to have to be looking at those results as well, if they kind of have the same result. And obviously, Titanes and Mats.
You can call me Coach Lawrence.
Coach Lawrence, of course, from Team Mats. I think this
Not my
group is
real
going to
name,
have absolutely.
I have a hot take.
Incredible.
Actually, I don't know if it's a hot take, but is this the greatest group that we've ever had in the 5 seasons of the Pokemon tournament? I think
it has to be up there.
Stakes-wise, maybe it's. I don't know if it's the best.
The thing is,
to be up there, right?
the thing is, Group B from season 3 was also very good, but the problem was, with all due respect, Slater and GG were in the group, and they weren't very strong trainers. But I think in this group, everyone is the title contender in this group.
Yep. A lot at stake, so everyone needs to.
If we move over to Group C, here we have 2 important battles taking place. The live battle is going to be myself against Psychic, basically to determine who tops the group. And then we have a bit of a, Slither has a huge mountain to climb. He has to get a 4-0 win over Steve or better to progress from the group. But, Slither still clinging into hope for that one. While Steve is going to have to secure his qualification either with a win or with a not so heavy enough loss. So there is,
Steve can't secure the first place anymore, right? It's between you and Psychic.
I believe that whoever wins between me and Psychic is going to top the group. I don't think Steve can get there in terms of differential, but still has to secure his spot in the playoffs due to the differential. And in the last group, which is also super exciting, Sabutian is the only one who's qualified into the playoffs, but still hasn't secured first place. Both Doodle and Ayush still have a chance to snatch that away from him. And then Spectre is in a must-win situation against Ayush and most likely has to win by a good enough differential as well. Otherwise, he's going to have to depend on Sabutian beating Doodle to actually make it into the playoffs. So, I think that this group also is going to come down to an exciting end. And
the fact it's a derby. The fact that it's also a derby as well.
Yeah.
Which is actually real one is actually tomorrow. So it's a bit funny, a bit of a coincidence that we actually have it right now. It's a bit of a coincidence. I got my scarf. So we'll see what happens.
Indeed. So I would ask you guys about your thoughts, but I believe that our live battle has already begun without our confirmation.
Okay. Is it the Eli Bungo against Juliana, I'm assuming?
Yes, Eli Bungo against Juliana are already playing, so we're going to jump into a game that has already begun.
They should have told us beforehand. We would have.
So here we are.
Okay, so it seems like Eli Bungo already lost a Mon. I'm going to assume the Blaziken killed the Porygon 2. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh my God. Yeah, close combat from Blaziken took down the Porygon 2, and Juliana is in the lead. from the get-go.
I'm actually wondering then, why did he stay in on the Porygon 2? Maybe he thought he would take it. I'm not sure, but
I mean, maybe he was hoping he was
the
faster
Blaziken is
because he
paralyzed,
got
though.
paralysis.
So
Yeah, but he wasn't. And now, it's +2 speed Blaziken in front of this Kyurem Black.
this thing does not take a close combat. There's no way. I'm pretty sure. But she's probably gonna switch. Or actually, I don't know. Maybe she sacks here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
looking at
Ice
the
Shard
teams,
range? Oh yeah, okay, she's switched.
yeah, just switch, gets the Terravolt, which is essentially Mold Breaker, as the Honeclaws once again. I believe this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Honeclaws onto the Kyurem, but the Moonblast comes out. This Icicle Spear is going to take out the
Excellent
guard of the right
response.
attack. Oh, that Moonblast was so close to knocking out the Kyurem. A clutch survival on the side of Eli Bongo and manages to take out the Gardevoir.
Okay, this Garchomp outspeeds. So
yeah, Garchomp definitely outspeeds here.
Ice Shard does not. Actually, does this thing even get Ice Shard? I keep forgetting. I know.
I don't think it does.
No.
It
Aerodactyl is going to be the switch.
Draco Meteor.
Garchomp doesn't even do half to the Aerodactyl.
That's actually good, because now I'm thinking it's probably physical attacking, because I have seen Draco Meteor Garchomps before with physical sets. Just
I think-
Yeah.
extra damage.
Draco Meteor Garchomp is a bit of a strange choice, I think.
Yep. Darkrai
is going to be the switch
Yep.
as
Mega,
Aerodactyl
and there's a
Mega
Dragon.
Evolves.
All right.
Ooh, and now
And this
this
thing
Aerodactyl
outspeeds
is
everything now. I'm pretty sure.
Stone
Yes.
Edge.
Stone Edge
Ooh.
just right,
Ballsy.
takes out the Darkrai in one hit, and Eli Bongo is in the lead.
Okay, this
Mew
is
is going to
scary.
have to come in. Yeah, you have the possibility to have crunch into this, but
Oh
no,
my
it's
God,
not-
he hits it.
Stone Edge
Oh,
is
he
not
takes
enough.
it.
Volt
Volt
switch
switch.
comes out, but it's not
Oh.
enough for the knockout either. And now Juliana's going to have to switch into something that can deal with this Aerodactyl.
I
The
don't
best bet is
know.
Swampert.
Garchomp. Okay, good. This is
We have to watch out for Ice
Ice
Fang.
Fang.
Ice Fang!
Oh, wow.
The Garchomp and the Rough Skin is not enough to get the knockout.
If only that was Rocky Helmet as well. Wait,
Oh,
why?
and
You can
Eli
just Earthquake
Bongo.
here,
Oh,
honestly. You can probably
I
click
think it's
Earthquake
game over.
here. If he has it.
I think it's
Yeah.
good.
It's looking bleak.
Yeah, there you go.
Earthquake
It's
takes
looking
out the
bad now.
Mew. Juliana is down to her final 2 Pokemon, and one of
Why
them
not
is a
going to
paralyzed
Swampert?
Blaziken.
No, come on. You
Yeah.
gotta go into Swampert.
It's an Aerodactyl sweep.
No,
Yeah,
it's not,
this is
because the
false.
Kyurem killed the Gardevoir. So,
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, but does do a lot of work here. I think
Ice Fang. I would have just
Not
clicked
a lot of
Earthquake,
damage.
honestly. Maybe he was hoping for a freeze. I don't know. But
Aerodactyl, what a performance.
this is just, I don't know. You just go into what? You just go into Roaring Moon, I guess?
Yeah.
Or actually Kyurem.
Anything exposed.
Oh, freeze dry.
Oh, yeah.
here,
All right.
Bicycle here is going to be
No,
the choice.
never mind.
Does it have the loaded dice? It's going to hit all 5, but it's still not enough. And the
Okay.
Earthquake is going
But
to
it's
take
fine.
it
I
out.
think this is just all she wrote.
It's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah. Rolling
At
Moon.
that point.
Yep.
Yep.
Roaring Moon
Okay.
is even going to be faster. And that is it.
14 turns.
14.
Eli
turns.
Bongo with the crunch
That's that.
secures the win and qualification into the playoffs.
Yep.
Why is she saying this? Okay.
Personal best.
Oh,
It
you
may
know
not be a
what?
win.
No respect. No, actually, I respect.
It may not be a win, but you know what? Fair enough. Decent, honestly.
You know what?
Like that.
Here in the Pokemon tournament, we don't always celebrate wins, but we also celebrate improvement, because that
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
That's the
what-
whole point of. That's literally the point. We're trying to give feedback. Sometimes it just happens. Even the best of us players have lost many games before, even badly as
Yeah.
well. So it's just about improvement. And yeah, if you show improvement, obviously you want to win, but you got to show improvement first.
Yeah, I mean, either way, commiserations to Juliana, who's been eliminated from the Pokemon tournament with this result. But obviously, I think she can hold her head high, because she's given a good performance here. And yeah, we are going to have to see what happens next season, potentially, if she decides to join, because if she continues to grow at this rate, I believe she could be a playoff contender in the future, which is something that would be very exciting to see. And obviously, congratulations to Eli Bongo, who moves on to the playoffs. And once again, Eli in the playoffs has become kind of a consistent thing. Some people don't make the playoffs consistently, but Eli has always
he has made
shown
it
up.
all 3 times, I'm pretty sure, right? All 3 years
Yeah.
in season 3. Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of editing the document right now, but if you guys have like any thoughts on that game, we didn't even get to see it that properly. We're going through the groups and it just begun.
Rank, if you want, I can show you the comments while you're doing that.
Sure, go on.
Yeah. Expecting great battles. I'm playing Eli Bongo. Yep. Cured him through Takmoon Blast barely.
Yeah, that was a big one because mixed trump is pretty popular. Yeah, it is.
Okay, fair enough. Beautiful game from both Eli Bongo and Juliana, especially Aerodactyl. Yeah,
Yep.
what a good
Aerodactyl, yeah.
Yep, and congratulations.
Honestly, Dragon Dance is such a good buff for the Mega Aerodactyl because it has tough claws. It can like really.
Yeah.
Stone Edge can definitely be a risky move. Because of its. Although Home Claws. Actually, no, I was going to say Home Claws. I think Aerodactyl does get Home Claws. Home Claws, actually, as you guys know, it increases the attack and accuracy of. But Dragon Dance, Aerodactyl, obviously, the Earthquake. I mean, Rock Slide could be a problem. I mean, Stone Edge could be a problem, but you can also put Rock Slide as well if you are less comfortable using Stone Edge.
Yeah, I think Dragon Dance is the more dangerous end.
Yeah, definitely more, definitely, especially as it's really fast already.
Yeah.
So you can like outspeed a lot as a result.
Yeah, I mean, what a result for Eli. Moving on to the playoffs, and now we are going to move on to the other battle that took place in Group A, which is going to be Fails up against Willow. Obviously, it doesn't matter much in the standings because Willow is secured first place and Fails has already secured qualification as well into the playoffs. But still a matchup between two fantastic trainers, in my opinion. Willow has looked unstoppable so far this season, has lost only 2 Pokemon in his battle against Eli Bongo, and Fails, he took that forfeit defeat against Juliana, but after that has also looked incredible. And I mean, we have 2 teams surrounding Mega Scizor going up against each other. Fails joined by the Baxcalibur, Jesus, I don't know how to speak, Volcanion, Swampert, Tyranitar, and Cresselia, while Willow has Overpool, Wellspring, Tornado, Styrian, Pecharunt, Aaron Valiant, and Ting Lu. I mean, Titanes, looking at these 2 teams, where do you see this battle potentially going?
Honestly, with all due respect to Fails, I feel like against almost anyone in this tournament, I'm back Willow. That's vast experience, but I mean, Fails is certainly no pushover. I think with the likes of Volcanion is very instant Pokemon to have. Tyranitar, it can. Tyranitar is a bit of a strange one because without a Pokemon like Excadrill, you yourself know that it's not as effective because you don't have other Pokemon to use the Sandstorm ability. But you can still make it work, definitely. But it has Dragon Dance, I believe, so you can definitely make it work. The Cell as a tanky Pokemon, Excalibur's obviously through the legend, and as you said, Scizor. But yeah, I mean, looking at Eli's team, Tinglu, Iron Valiant, that thing is an absolute monster. And then Ogerpon is also a very reliable Pokemon. I think I definitely back Eli. I think Willow as a trainer, and even in terms of the starting success today, and give the S to Willow as well. But of course, if it fails to pull out this upset today, it certainly won't be the first upset we've seen in this tournament.
Indeed. Well, we're gonna see how Group A rounded off.
2 Mega Scizors as well, I'm pretty sure. So that's another thing.
Knockoff is going to come out, and the heavy duty boots are off. The steamer option is going to be decent damage and get a burn onto the Tornadoes. So decent start for Fails.
Liquid Storm.
Flamethrower. Okay.
Ooh, Tornadoes going dangerously low, but obviously has a generator to fill out. And the U-turn is denied. Gets a bit more damage, but now Tornadoes is going to be able to switch out and heal with Regenerator. The Sludge Bomb into the other one is a lot of damage. The Power Whip!
Power Whip!
Miss, and the comes out and Fails.
That would have killed for sure.
Yep, it would have.
That Power Whip miss was massive. Bleakwind Storm is going to bounce off the Granitar that just switched in. This is a great matchup for Fails. U-turn is going to come out to pivot out, but the Pursuit chases him off and takes out the Tornadoes with it, and fails. It's up 2 Pokemon, just like that. Taunt is going to come out
you
onto
can't
the
source
Scizor,
dance now.
and it's going to be a battle of the Scizors right now. U-turn is going to come out, fails, escapes out of that one, and Tyranitar comes back. Is this a Fire Punch? It is the Fire Punch! The knockout onto the Scizor, and fails. It's up 3 Pokemon. Just like that. Scizor is going to come in to tank the Moonblast relatively well. And in comes the Pecharunt.
But this thing gets knockoff, doesn't it? Okay, foul play.
Is good damage.
Roost.
Oh, but if fails, it's just going to win that battle of attrition. Tyranitar has to come in. And foul play.
It's a shame both of the Caesars aren't female.
Toxic, yeah, okay.
The Puppeteer gets the confusion, but the knockoff takes out the Pecharunt. Ladies and gentlemen, what is this we're witnessing?
What are we seeing right now?
Here comes the Ting Lu.
Okay,
Excalibur is going to be the choice. Earthquake is not a lot of damage, honestly. It's going to have to speed switch into the Aron Valiant. Icicle Spear.
Loaded
it's
dice?
really good damage. Probably the loaded dice gets 4 hits. And Aron Valiant goes really low. And here comes the Scizor. And there's nothing that Willow can do.
This is a bullet
point.
point.
It's over, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Willow literally said GG.
Yeah. Willow already admitting defeat that power weak miss at the start. Escalated into an incredible victory. Are we about to see a 6-0? It's going to be
actually going to be a 6-0. No,
it's going to be a 6-0. Cresselia comes in.
Yeah, it's a 6-0. He takes it. Oh my god.
Wow. Moonblast. It's not going to be enough. Psychic and fails.
Oh my.
6-0 Willow.
If there was like ever a performance that like basically like if it was like a signal, Fails just sent out a signal that is now being revered in the entire tournament.
And you know what's the worst part of all? Willow still tops the group after all that.
Okay, can we bring up something? Can I bring up something? I don't want to use this as a disrespect, but if Fails played against Julian and didn't forfeit, I think
he would have topped.
Yeah. So I think the miss obviously mattered a lot, but
the Volcanian's part fire type.
No, but it's also part water type. So I think the power up would have killed her. I'm assuming.
It should have. It should have.
Yeah, it should have. It should have. So maybe we could have got it for. But damn, I can't believe this. Willow like scrambling like that later on. I mean, that's how one turn can be so detrimental. But I also think Fails start the battle so well, with those, ways to throw off Willow. Clearly, Pursuit on the Tornado.
Pursuit on the Tyranitar was so clutch, taking out the Tornadoes
Fire
like that.
Punch for the Scizor. That's preparation right there. Knockoff, Protect on the, protect with a heat. I mean, Volcanion. I'm shocked. And
no, that's amazing.
I think, can we say now the Fails could actually potentially go all the way now?
I mean, you have to.
You have to. I mean, this is like, wow.
Could we get an Argentinian?
So Willow topped the group, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna look at this and he's gonna have to go back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, and I think that if you're in the playoffs, Fails is somebody that you do not want to face because, like you were saying, he's just sent out a signal that he's here to win it all. I mean, what a performance! What a performance!
Wow. That's a statement right there. That's a statement performance right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're gonna move on to Group B, which I think is one that many people have been waiting for. We're gonna start off with Mats against Philippe. We do have a lineup graphic for Team Mats over here to see what kind of lineup Coach Lawrence has chosen to go with. And it's going to be here: Infernape, Latias, Dondoso, Empoleon, Ditto, and Meowscarada. So Coach Lawrence bringing all 3 starter Pokemon. The Ditto, which is really, really interesting. The Dondoso as well. I mean, a lot of good defensive pieces, a lot of offensive pieces, especially in the Infernape and the Miascarada, the wild card that is the Ditto. I think it's a very intriguing lineup on the side of Mats, who obviously, Mats with a win is potentially contesting for first place and has to face a desperate Philippe, essentially.
Yeah. I am a bit shocked about no Hooba, though. I'll say that because, we've seen how it can be. So, but I guess, there's probably thought process behind no Coco, no Tapu Koko as well. But yeah, Ditto, Ditto, you never know, right? Like, obviously, you would assume it's a choice scarf. Ditto trying to, it's a very way to, like, if an opponent has a sweeper, you can use the Ditto of your own and actually then take control of that battle. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, interesting lineup.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at what the lineup for Philippe is. Philippe literally back against the wall. Like after all the talk he gave during, all the group stage from the draft, ever since he joined the Discord.
Yeah.
Now he's in a situation where he has to win 6-0 to qualify. 5-0 may still be enough if Seb loses, but
he has to play perfectly, basically.
Like, that's how play perfectly. Spectre, looking at the lineups, I remember a question that they asked Coach Lawrence during his press conference, which, if you don't follow the Matt's channel, you definitely should, because he does press conferences about every battle before a match. And it's amazing content. I remember one of the questions they asked him was whether Philippe was going to play defensive and try to play a long game to get those that 6-0 victory, or if he's going to say, like, you cannot knock out my Pokemon if I knock out yours first, and basically say that the best defense is a better offense. Spectre, looking at the lineup, do you see Philippe going for a more counter-attacking approach or just direct attacking?
No, I think he's going to play the war of attrition here, even though, at least, like, to me, the Hazard game is kind of dire on his end because it's only Bronzong that can hand it out. But to look at Max's side, though, he only has like he's two potential setup sweepers in his mascots of Infernape and Latias. He does have the form of Masquerada, but I do think the Diddle's kind of going to be only good for figuring out information about Philip's team. I think I think it's possible that it could go either way. Do I think he could win? Well, Philip can win 6-0 with this side. You'd have to have like a really overwhelming matchup out of the gate to really have a chance. He doesn't. That's just a matter of fact. But obviously, he also doesn't need. He just needs to win here. He needs to win here and then hope that TNS like really beats down Seb. Like had an amazing performance against Seb. But obviously the best way to help yourself is to just win here, and you have to win 6-0. And I think it's possible, maybe. But it's a very, very difficult game. You'd probably have to do it over 100 turns or so.
I mean, the thing is that Philip does not have to win by any differential. He has to win 5 or 6-0 because he has to get over Kaijinken's differential. And Kaijinken is at -1 and Philippe is at -6. So he has to get up there.
It's a huge monumental task. And I don't think we've ever had someone actually win by this much when needed, right? We never had it.
I think the closest we got, I think, was Psychic last season, but he fell short for like 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the closest. We've never actually had like when you have to like win by a huge margin, like in desperate times. That's how it seems.
Like, by virtue of total Pokemon defeated, Kaijinken would have the tiebreak over Philip, so he has to outright win 6-0.
He has to. Yeah, there's no other way.
Well, We'll have to see if that's possible. We have here Mats against Philippe. Philippe back against the wall. Will he pull off the 6-0? And out of the gate, that is not a good matchup and has to switch out instantly.
Okay, that's heat proof.
Took nothing.
That's probably
it
heat
probably
proof.
had heat proof because
Yeah.
Mystical Fire did absolutely nothing. And the light screen goes up.
Right? Empoleon.
Okay.
Reflect.
Two
Okay.
sets of screens. But the
yeah, there you
default
go.
is going to take out the screens. Amazing from Matt.
Okay.
Good
And
press.
there you go with your rocks as well. I mean, we can be here all day, says Matt.
I guess he's getting the fog now. Right?
Here
Mega
comes Mega
Venus.
Venusaur. The sleep
Ooh,
powder
sleep
protects and
powder.
Empoleon goes to sleep. It's going to switch out. There is sleep clause, so Philippe cannot put more than one Pokemon to sleep at once. The Leech Seed is going to do progressive damage to these Latias. But Bronzong is a great switch into the Latias. It feels like it just tanks everything that Latias wants to do. And we're here again. Empoleon in front of the Bronzong, setting up.
It's very... No, that's very good. Because now we can set up everything right on Empoleon and Defogging.
The Leech Seed misses. And now the Defogging is going to get rid of...
Now it's again. Here we go again.
It's turn 14, and it feels like it's only the start of the battle. Meowscarada is a great switch to tank the Leech Seed. Taunt is going to come out.
Right. All right.
Sludge Bomb, though, it's going to be a lot of damage. Even if
poison.
Typing to Dark and gets a poison.
All right.
First big damage. Triple Axle is going to come out. It's not enough damage into the Moltres.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth bringing it up, but it's actually worth noting Mega Venusaur's ability is Thick Fat, which means
so it
takes fire and ice better.
Oh, the kick out! Dondoso right away, and the Avalanche.
See, there you go. Thick Fat. There you go.
And Dondoso goes down to the second Giga Drain. The Thick Fat coming in clutch, tanking those Ice-type moves, and Dondoso has gone down. Philip is in the lead.
Oh my god.
Why?
Mystical Fire. It's
yeah,
most likely proof. It's doing nothing, and another light screen comes out.
Alomola. No.
Okay.
Oh, how does Matt break through now? Thunderbolt. Light screen was not a lot. How do you break through? It's a healing Alomola behind a light screen. And it's going to pass this wish onto the Bronzong. It's back to full HP again.
Interesting. Skull.
It's going to do nothing.
There's nothing, Reflect. Yeah, you have to go into Empoleon. Now you're probably going to defog again.
Yeah, you're going to defog the rocks and the screens.
It's just
this Empoleon is doing a lot, but it's not enough to make progress.
There's the Venusaur now, Mega Venusaur. Yep, good.
Yeah, and you probably have to Sludge Bomb each other. Oh, the switch into the Latias.
Why?
Poison from another Sludge Bomb.
That's a misplay.
Psyshock is going to do basically nothing to the Bronzong.
Wait, no way. There's no way.
Now what?
Max is losing this war of attrition. Slowly but surely, Philip is making progress, and here comes the Zygarde.
The Dragon Dance.
This thing is so scary.
The Dragon Dance.
Oh, it's behind a substitute now and behind a light screen. And this Latias has basically no health. The Ice Beam is going to take out the substitute.
The Ditto.
The 1,000 Arrows is going to hit through the Levitate and take out the Latias, and Philip is up 6-4 currently.
Why? You had to go to the Ditto.
No, you should have gone into Ditto.
Oh no.
Glare is going to come out. No 1,000 Arrows. And the Surf is going to take out the substitute.
Why?
Another substitute. Philippe is fishing for the full para. He's fishing for the full para to be behind a substitute.
I think I know what he's doing. I think he was expecting Mats to switch into the Ditto. That's why he was trying to substitute. I think that's what he's trying to do.
But now the Zygarde has lost all of his HP. Empoleon didn't get full para even once. Now it gets the full para. Now the Zygarde has switched out.
Now what?
Oh, that was massive for Mats. That Zygarde could have swept his entire team, and now it's only on 5% HP.
Infernape.
Sword Dance in front of the Alomola. Thunder Punch is a lot of damage into the Alomola. Remember that Philippe cannot lose a single Pokemon. If he loses a single Pokemon...
but then the Zygarde. Okay, now what?
Oh no.
Close combat.
It's going to come out in the Zygarde. The Zygarde survives. This Zygarde holds on with a sliver of health.
Okay, but this is Mach Punch.
Switch. Okay, fine, actually. Fine.
Okay, Empoleon. Okay. Now what?
The survival from the Zygarde keeping Philippe alive in this one. He couldn't lose a single Pokemon in this battle. Alomola comes back in.
Okay.
And there's not much that Empoleon can do.
You need a flying type move on this thing for Venusaur.
Yeah. The thing is, Mats is losing the battle of attrition, though. It seems like it's like
Yeah, but if he gets a single, like it's a
He just
scary
needs, like,
situation
one
for Philip
kill,
because
yeah.
he's winning the battle, but he cannot lose a single Pokemon here.
yeah.
He was
it's
so
such a-
close
such
that
a-
the Spiker barely survived.
We're on turn 54. Okay, let's see what happens. Giga Drain. All right.
Oh, this
No, but
is
it's gonna survive.
turn 55.
Ditto.
Here comes Ditto, tanks the Giga Drain fairly well.
Now what?
Another
The Giga Drain back,
Stays in.
questionable move. The Sludge Bomb is gonna be a lot more.
Yeah, this is just
into
gonna.
Ditto.
What? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Switching
Good.
to the
Yeah.
Empoleon to
immune.
tank the Sludge
No, no.
Bomb. But now what? You get Leech Seeded again. Surf is gonna do nothing.
Yeah,
Mats
it's not
cannot
gonna-
break through this Venusaur. It's too tanky. This Alomomola as well. The full power comes through.
This is so
There's nothing
painful to
Mats can
watch.
do. We've
Painful.
crossed
This
turn
is actually.
60.
Oh my god.
back to full.
We've crossed turn
Go on.
60. Here comes Yellow Momola and Alomomola matchup.
All right. Now what? Flip turn.
Flip
Okay.
turn.
But for what? For what?
Well, there's Rocky
Rocky
Helmet as
Helmet.
well. Oh,
Wish is gonna come through.
wait, but
Sword
It's
is gonna
not
be
flip
sent
turn.
for a
It's
switch,
out.
but the
It's
flip
out.
turn is gonna come south. And Infernape is gone.
that's 3 now. Another wish also on the Zygarde.
Zygarde is gonna take
Okay,
the
wait.
wish.
Go to your Ditto. Go to your Ditto. Go to your Ditto.
No. No. Come on.
Oh, the triple axle.
Triple axle.
He's
Yeah, but
gonna
it's
go
not
to
gonna-
Amorphous instead.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my goodness! It could
he's just
happen.
gonna roost. He's just
No,
gonna
it's
roost.
over.
Philip is doing it.
It's over.
Philip is
It's
doing
over,
it.
but the question is he gonna lose any more Pokemon? That's the question now, I think.
I don't think he
cannot
will.
lose a single
He's just,
Pokemon.
I'm
He has
getting
to-
scared at this rate.
He has to play this aim game perfectly, Philippe, if he wants to advance to the next round.
Alright,
The
there
lead
you
seed
go.
is
We'll
tanked
see,
by
we'll
the
see.
Ditto. We're gonna get to 70 turns here in this
It's
battle.
insane.
Melmetal
We are
hits the
going-
field
Oh,
on turn
Melmetal,
69
okay.
and tanks the Sludge Bomb.
All right, let's see what happens.
Thunder Wave
I think he's
already
already
paralyzed
paralyzed.
Empoleon. Super
but
power is
Super-
gonna
Oh!
take out the Empoleon in one hit. Melmetal is doing it. Here comes the Ditto.
Okay, now what?
To try and get something
Yeah,
in
but-
range,
Volt
but
Punch makes
Monfus is
sense.
gonna be the switch up.
Thunder
They
Punch
predicted
makes
with the Thunder Punch, but it's not a lot of damage. Mystical Fire is gonna take
He's
out
only
Ditto.
one. He's one
And
away.
that's it. Ladies and
No way,
gentlemen,
is he actually gonna do it? Oh
the
my
most unlikely
Wow!
comeback.
god. Oh my
Nostrada
god.
goes down, and after 74 turns, Philip
He
wins
did it.
6-0 and makes the playoffs.
You know what this reminds me of? Rank. I'm not gonna say this happened, but you know how Argentina had to beat Peru with a specific scoreline when they had
Yeah.
to beat them 6-0. Well,
Yeah.
Philip just did. Oh my. Wow.
6-1.
I'm shocked.
Bro, he did it. He actually did it.
Is this
He won
is this the
6-0.
most impressive victory we ever had, actually? If we apply the
Yes.
stakes. I mean, he had to win 6-0.
He had to.
win.
He was
Me-
out.
For me, the most frustrating thing was that I don't know why Matt will obviously let us into his mindset for this game. That he was for some reason allergic to putting Ditto in against Zygarde because even at the end, he if even looking past like outside of the Zygarde's Dragon Dance when it was boosted, even later on, if you copy Zygarde, you have Dragon Dance.
Yeah.
It's quite unlikely that it one hit KOs you. So you set up one Dragon Dance and you have a very good chance of going one of his Pokemon at least.
Wow. Wow.
But
I
no,
mean,
no. But
it was a
I don't wanna
master
take-
class, I think. It was a master class. Like, that's all you gotta say. Like, wow.
yeah,
Probably a pitch invasion. Yeah, I mean, most likely.
Probably.
I mean, and I
Providing he
hate
had enough fans.
Yeah.
That
and I mean,
Venusaur, though. That Venusaur just went
Fuck.
absolutely crazy. Like, oh my.
and unfortunately, this result also means that Mats is eliminated from the tournament. His differential
Oh my
is worse than
God.
Kaizenken's
Oh my
as well. So, I mean,
that is genuinely so painful because he had such a good game against me. He did so well against Seven Kaijinken, and then just
It
his
gets
last
one
game.
result.
he
Yeah.
it's-
I have to
I mean,
ask you
Mats-
though, Matt. Why didn't you bring Hoopa and Tapu Koko, if I may ask? It seemed like on paper, the matchup wise, Hoopa seemed like a very good way to deal with, especially the Bronzong. You could have also dealt with the Venusaur, as we know. And Tapu Koko obviously also, could have. I'm not sure. I'm just wondering. Like, what was the reason?
On Tapu Koko, on retrospect, probably would have been better off bringing it, but I saw the Melmetal and the Mega Venusaur and thought that I also felt that I couldn't have both Hooper and Meowscarada in, so I prioritized having Meowscarada in. So I feel like Rank was going to ask me something.
The Hoopa, though.
Basically, just commiserations for the loss, because I mean, it was such a heartbreaking way to go out. I mean, you had an incredible tournament, but it wasn't meant to be in the end. I don't know. Just what are your general thoughts after the game?
It's disgraceful. It stings. I'm embarrassed. I've got to apologize to my family because this is spitting on my family's legacy. And I also got to apologize to anyone else that was supporting me. I had 12 scenarios, 10 of which would have seen me through. Only one would have seen me eliminated, and that's what's happened. Yeah, I do think I made some errors with some of the lineup choices. Latias and Dito were bad. Meowscarada and Infernape, once Meowscarada got poisoned, I found it hard to get both of them into positions that could get me back in. I recklessly wasted Dondozo, who was a key part of my game plan. The only one I think had a good game that had an opportunity to was Empoleon, because if not for it, I could have lost by 30 or 40 turns short order. This defeat still had me in bits the next day when I went into work. I breached the rules a little bit. It's by talking to someone there who was a sports guy that could get at have a bit of an understanding on the situation in hand. And I also had a huge blunder by using Taunt against Mega Venusaur whilst it had Sludge Bomb. And unless Stockholm Steadfast win, then this doesn't matter. But it's not even just what happened today. I had an opportunity. Well, actually, I'll say this, Philip. It was a kangaroo court, and the judge was Mega Venusaur. I'm going to say this. Mega Venusaur is broken. Not only is it that's the only slight excuse I can have is that Mega Venusaur is broken. Not only is it, but in general, is it boosted defensively by the Mega Evolution, but it's got thick fat. But the other thing is, as I said, unless Seb was to win in this upcoming game, then I could already be through if it's not for last week. Because at 4-0 up against Kaijinken, there's a moment when I had Hooper unbound, and if I click Trick Room, then I wipe out Glamora and Greninja in 2 or 3 turns, depending on whether he switches out to Greninja immediately or not. And had that happens, I win 6-0, I go into this, and another 6-0 here would likely mean that I'd have to hope for the other result to go in my way. And I don't like that, but it's better than what would have happened. But still, I had a heavy... I was in a situation where the odds were heavily in my favor in terms of outcome, and I blew it. And I have handed in my resignation as the manager of Team Mats, and had I not, I probably would have been sacked because I'd invested at a very good draft. I've gone on out back to back group stages, and I was backed in terms of having a good group to support me. So I'll still be working to help recruit the next coach, but until I leave and go somewhere else. But I'm not as either too much else or not enough else to say.
Just have a few. I have a question, but first, before that, to quote Pep Guardiola, we cannot replace him. We cannot. We cannot replace him.
No. I mean, it's shocking news we're getting here at the Pokemon Premiership.
I think you can, because there are definitely players here that can take the role.
But
I mean, but you've been here since season 1, Matt. Like that's
season 1.
That's the.
I didn't say that I would be. I didn't say that I would be not returning. It's just that
Team Mats, like you're not.
Yes,
you're not a part of Team Mats.
I'm leaving
anymore.
Team Mats, but I'll likely be back managing another team.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. I mean, we would love to see that, because I mean, your progress has been nothing short of spectacular. I think that the performances you put up in this group, which was so difficult, you even got those 2 wins that we considered were necessary to progress, and it was just a matter of differential that now sees you eliminated.
I can only look back. Well, I mean, I can respect the effort I did being competitive against Bangkok Shinobis, but after that, I can only look back at my victory against Stockholm Steadfast with positive memories, having seen what happened after I went 4 Pokemon up against Shadow Shuriken, and today. Well, this week.
Just one last thing on just one last point regarding this. Why didn't you, whenever he went into Zygarde, from my perspective at least, because I know Philip, like, because I battled against him, of course. He's the trainer. He really likes to set up, whether that's with Spectrier, especially with Zygarde. So, and Ditto is the perfect kryptonite to that. So knowing that, why didn't you? I don't think there was one instance in the game where you copied Zygarde and used his Dragon Dance against him, which probably I think would have gotten you at least 1 KO potentially. So why did you never utilize that?
Well, whenever I sent Empoleon out, it was because I gave it a sugar berry, and I thought he was going to try and wipe out Empoleon, and I could live on that. And as for Meowscarada, well, I had the triple axe, and I thought, all I was really getting from Ditto at that point was I was finding out some movesets. But I kind of forgot why I didn't go into Ditto near the end. But you have just made me remember about something else, and that was I was very surprised that he didn't pick Spectria. In fact, most of what I had set up for Meowscarada was to counter that Spectria. Knockoff, taunt, triple axe to break a substitute, and I gave it a Roselli berry with the expectation of him using Draining Kiss.
Fair enough. I mean, like I said, commiserations, because it was a fantastic run that you had, but massive congratulations to Philippe, who pulled off that amazing win to actually make it into the playoffs now. I mean, he was with his back against the wall, he was cornered, and he managed to claw his way back in there was like 74 turns, an insanely long battle, and he managed to draw it out into an incredible win that sees him through to the playoffs. And now, I mean, we have no time to rest, because we have to get into how Group B actually concluded.
Peter has put a lineup graphic out.
I saw it. This is the lineup graphic that we have here for the Bangkoks. It's looking, absolute cinema out here. We see, obviously, Celesteela, Latios, Alomomola, Meowscarada, Heatran, and Tapu Lele. And I believe there's like kind of a Greninja looking thingy down there. Obviously, Greninja is part.
No, that was the pitch invader.
I see. The pitch invader, of course. Strong lineup, very good defensive core, but obviously with offensive pieces like the Latios, which is obviously a Mega Latios as well, and the Meowscarada, we know how much damage it can do. And this battle now decides the rest of the group. It's going to be insane. Kaijenken is looking from the sidelines. Titanes secures qualification with a win. Not only qualification, secures first place with a win. Seb secures qualification with a win. If Seb wins, the entirety of this group finishes with 2 wins and 2 losses. Yes, and with enough differential, he could top the group. And that also gives another chance for Kaijenken to go through. If Seb wins 5 or 6-0, Kaijenken advances ahead of Titanes on differential. So there's a lot riding on this game. It's going to be an amazing finish. We have to see what Seb's lineup looked like for this one. It was the Screamtail, Terrapagos, Sneasler, Arcanine, Dragapult, and Hisuian Samurott. Mats, from your perspective, having faced both of these trainers, how do you see this matchup playing out?
Well, he only brought 4 of these Seb only brought 4 of these Pokemon against me, but I haven't thought about it too much in terms of how the teams play out against each other. The only other thing on my mind is if Seb wins, then I'll feel a bit better about that situation. I won't have to dwell on last week on the 2 weeks ago too much.
Well, let's see how this one plays out. The Group B decider. Seb has to win to make the playoffs.
Terrapagos,
as the Terrapagos is going to be the lead into the Meowscarada from the side of Titanes. U-turn is going to come in to break the Terra Shell. That a useful tool that the Terrapagos has at its disposal. As Latios comes in, the Ice Beam right away.
A lot of damage.
Health gone from the Latios.
Okay, but you just click that again.
Another Ice Beam comes in. Luster Porch is so much damage into the Terrapagos. The Ice Beam is not going to be enough to take out the Latios. And what do you do now?
It seems like you got 2 low rolls because the previous one. Actually, no, it's a Mega. That's why.
It boosted its special defense. Seb setting the Dragapult behind a substitute, setting up the Dragon Dances. Earth Slash is going to get rid of the substitute. Phantom Force comes out.
Good move.
The Earth Slash misses. No, but Phantom Force Brace Protect. That's a mistake on the side of Titanes. And it's so much damage.
It doesn't work. It's a mistake.
But the switch from the Dragapult and now the one who toxic is the Screamtail. Massive there. Leech Seed now. Celesteela is going to basically heal all of the damage that it took from the Phantom Force. And this Screamtail is getting worn out.
On pass. All right.
But on pass.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, gets the healing into the Terrapagos. And now the switch into the Arcanine. Gets an Intimidate off. You turn out. And we see Titanes pivoting into the Heatran. Obviously, with the Earth Power is so much damage into the Arcanine. Teleport out into the Sneasler.
That's so weird. Teleport Arcanine. I didn't know. What? Really?
The Psychic Seed. Gets the Unburden boost on the Sneasler. Now it's the fastest thing ever. Dire Claw. So much damage takes on the Tapu Lele, and Seb is in the lead. Here comes Alomomola and Sword Stance. Flip turn. It's good damage because of the defense drop. And here comes Celesteela.
For a burnout roll. Say close
combat doesn't take the Celesteela even after the source, and the Earth Slash is going to be enough to equal the Pokemon lead, but the Celesteela is almost down.
Okay, but now what?
Phantom Force is going to
you probably sack. You probably sack.
He does sack. It's a switch into the Alomomola tanks and get some Rocky Helmet damage.
All right, let's see what happens.
Now behind the substitute and the toxic misses. That's great from Seb.
Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna have another one?
Wish and switch into the
this is what you do now. And it's just gonna how do you stop?
Yeah, but because Seb got greedy, he didn't get the kill onto the Celesteela, but now it's a +2 Phantom Force. It's so much damage into the Celesteela.
You just do Phantom Force again. You just click again.
Alomomola is going to be the switch in. As the
Yep.
Phantom
All
Force
right,
comes
now
in.
what?
Oh, critical hit is so much
Ooh.
damage to the Alomomola. The Toxic
Oh, now
comes
it's on the
out, and now
timer.
this Dragapult
And
is
there's
on a
a-
timer.
Nope.
Protect comes out
Dragon
away
Dance,
from
all
the
right.
Dragon Darts, and the Elastic
that's
of Poison
that.
is going to take out the
Such a
Dragapult.
big battle. Oh my days.
And Titaness is
Hey,
in the lead.
Heatran. Let's see what happens. Thunderbolt.
It's going to pop the
What's the
balloon.
ball?
So now
He
you can
does
Earth
get
Power.
Earth Power.
Of course,
Yep.
it gets Earth Power. Gets scouted by the Protect. And so that's going to be the switch into the Meowscarada. Oh, Sev predicting the switch into the Celesteela with the Thunderbolt. Gets denied. And here comes the switch. Oh,
Oh,
he
he
predicts it.
predicted.
The Earth
Oh,
Power and
damn.
takes out the Heatran. And it's 2-2.
Luster
with
Purge.
Pokemon.
Oh, wait. Ice Beam.
Ice Beam is not enough to get the knockout. No freeze. And so it's going to be the
Okay,
switch
there's a
into the
Samurai.
Samurott.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Force
so
Spear?
tense.
No.
Titaness is healing so much. Knockoff is finally going to get rid of that rocky helmet. And Alomomola has to switch out to heal with Regenerator.
Mhm.
That's huge.
Celesteela gets taunted. Knockoff is going to get rid of the
Okay.
leftovers. The Earth Slash is not a lot of damage. Alomomola has to come in.
Okay, just gonna click knockoff again.
Sure.
Yeah, and
Oh
another
no,
taunt.
no, you
You
can't
cannot
wish.
wish.
Yeah,
No wish. And that's the end of Celesteela. Amazing play from Sev, denying the wish healing
Is it?
into the Celesteela. And he's up 4 against 3, but sacrifices the turtle.
sacrificing Therapicals
And
makes
so
sense.
now it's 3-on-3. This battle is coming down to the wire. It's so close between these trainers.
is
Sev
why
has to win.
the
Morning
har-
Sun is
the
going to
Wild
hardest
Charge?
opponent ever is the
Get
opponent that
wild
has
charge against me with this thing.
They
Oh.
trade Toxics, putting each other on a timer. Arcanine teleports out into the Scream Tail wall.
Okay, well, all right.
Alomomola sets up the wish.
Goes into
Latios comes
Latios.
in. The
Oh,
wish is
now
going to
it's
come
this,
through, but
okay.
another wish goes out.
Now what? Oh,
Protect.
protect makes sense.
So
Yeah,
Screamtail is going to be the one receiving this wish, but the poison is doing so much damage now. Play rough. It's not a
it's
lot of damage
faster.
as Screamtail. Yeah, Screamtail is crazy fast, but it's not so
it's a
strong.
physical
so the player
attacker,
couldn't
though,
do a lot.
clearly. Okay.
And here comes the switch into the Arcanine. That poison did so much damage to the Screamtail.
Man.
And Titaness defensive core is just so strong. The Morning Sun is going to heal the Arcanine. Critical hit on the
That's a
flip turn.
big
It's so
crit.
much damage.
That's a big crit.
Oh, Sev is in trouble now. It's going to be a Roost and a Toxic.
Okay, toxic. This is a very
But Sev
interesting
doesn't win
offense,
this.
I gotta say.
Mystical Fire is
Oh!
not going to be enough. Morning Sun is going to heal
You
the
should have
Arcanine.
picked Luster Purge. Or did you predict?
my goodness.
Maybe predicted. I don't know.
Morning Sun once again, but the Toxic is doing so much damage to the Arcanine. It's going to have to switch out. It doesn't switch
Does
out.
he have Cry?
It teleports
Okay.
out.
Oh,
Right
Here
now,
comes
what?
the Samurott.
That's a good position.
oh no.
Mystical
Oh,
Fire.
This is a physical attacker.
And Knockoff is going to take out
Oh.
the Latios with the Toxic.
That's a
And
bad
Sev is in
play,
the
I
lead.
think.
Yeah.
That's a bad
Taunt
play.
comes out. Flip turn into the Meowscarada.
Yes.
Titaness down to his final 2 Pokemon.
No.
Heals
Oh,
more
he stays
damage.
in Aqua Jet. Oh.
But now he doesn't have the Rocky Helmet, so he's not really making any progress. Flip turn comes out.
I think you shouldn't have stayed in there. I think that was a mistake there.
Titaness is just dancing around the Samurott. Samurott is not able to do anything. He's just clicking Aqua Jet and
Okay,
taunt
but
to
what's
this
going on? Is
Alomomola.
he just? Oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's
He's
doing.
getting worn out.
Okay.
He's worrying out the Samurott. He cannot do anything. He's just dancing. He's dancing in front of him.
This is so painful
dead.
to watch.
he can't do any damage
Turns-
back.
Turn
This
60.
thing is
and the
regenerator.
flip turn.
Okay, that Samurot's gone. Yeah. Okay.
And
But you
it's
go into
2-on-2.
Arcanine now.
Yeah, but now you're going to Alomomola. And what do you do?
Yeah, you're just
How
gonna
do
do
you
that.
take out this
Oh
fish?
my god, we're doing this again. Is there a wild charge here?
How do you take out this fish? What's the 4th move on the Arcanine?
Flamethrower
I
probably.
mean, this
comes
is where
out.
you gotta bring out the wild charge if you have it. Let's see.
No, it's
Okay.
just teleporting to the Screamtail. But Screamtail doesn't have a lot of health left. Flower Trick, Meowscarada is faster.
That surely
And
kills.
it's gonna be. Yeah, it takes
Okay.
out the Screamtail.
I think
Sev is
that's
down
it.
to
How do
his
you kill
final
the
Pokemon.
fish? You can't
You
kill
cannot
it.
kill the fish. Yeah, Flamethrower. It
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
have
nothing,
wild
just-
charge.
it's
It
done.
doesn't have wild charge. Ladies and gentlemen, Sev is gonna lose. Sev is gonna
It's
go
actually
away to group
happening.
stage.
We're gonna have. Oh my god.
He cannot do anything to the fish. It's over.
It's
It's
done.
just
Yeah,
a
yeah,
matter
you
of
just do this.
waiting the Toxic out. Titaness playing this one by the book.
This
Flamethrower
is
is
how
going
you
to
do
come
it,
out.
and
The
then you probably
flip
kill.
turn
Yeah, flip
is
turn, that's
enough.
done.
And Titaness defeats
Oh my
and eliminates
God.
Sev.
Oh my. Titaness, how did you feel? during this battle and after? Like,
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, but this is probably the most stressful battle I've been in a long time. Uh, I thought I was going to lose at a few points. I think when Sneasler set up slow stance and when Drag Balls got off multiple Dragon Dances, yeah, I thought he was going to sweep me. But I think I made some good calls. Like with Sneasler, I knew it was going to do a lot of damage to my Celesteela after I set up that slow stance. But I knew that at that point, I had to just roll the dice, because I had to. If Celesteela took a lot of damage, then that's fine, because losing one because if it lived, then I could at least get up an Air Slash and take down that Sneasler. So better to lose one Pokemon than lose all of everyone else. So I think there were definitely a few decisions which I made, which
mhm.
I was very nervous during the battle because of the stakes
Makes
as well.
sense.
I was very nervous, so in a few occasions I probably made the wrong decisions because I was tense. So I have to probably learn to cool down, be a bit calmer in the future. Uh, but I think there were two or three instances. I think the turn where Tapulele, because Tapulele was scuffed. Um, I was expecting it to outspeed the Sneasler, but I completely forgot about Unnerve. So that was my mistake. I think as well, Latios, about Celesteela and Latios could have lived, especially Latios. And yeah, you mentioned Doodle. What I should have gone for Luster Purge. Yeah, I kept on. At that point, I was just so paranoid about Salmonot. So my mindset was just whatever damage I can get out on the Salmonot, just do it. But I probably should have shown a bit of balls and gone for Luster Purge on one of my turns. No, but yeah, fair. But I think Alola Mola MVP of the match, of course, it was so brilliant because Alola Mola was pretty much slower than everything on his team. So because it always moved second, whatever Pokemon I was flip turning into would never take damage from his Pokemon. So Alola Mola, and at that point, apart from Arcanine, which had Flamethrower, which would do nothing, at that point, apart from Arcanine, all those other Pokemon on the field were physical attackers, and it was a physical defensive Mola. So because every time I would switch out, Toxic would reset, and the generator would kick in every time. So I could literally just stall him out. If I was slower, I was slower, so flip turn, and then pivot into another Pokemon, and then just Alola Mola would just eat all of that damage. But it wouldn't actually eat damage. It would regenerate every time because of the generator. So yeah, MVP of the match for me, Alola Mola. Congratulations to Seb. I think there was definitely a world where he could have won that battle, but I feel like there were also variations of the battle where I could have won by a higher score. It was one of those games, but yeah, the results are more important, and yeah, it just I'm very happy to top the group. Topping the group in the group of that, it just shows that throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one, and I'll be carrying that confidence with me to the in the quarterfinals, and unlike last season, I'll win in the quarterfinals, and unlike season three, I'll win in the finals.
Oh, and one thing, Seb's streak of making it to semifinals was stopping has ended, except it ended in a different fashion from what he
Opposite.
hoped for. Yeah, the opposite way.
Yeah.
It is crazy though,
Yeah.
from semifinals to group stage exit. I think this really shows you just how drastically the power level, I should say, I guess, grew in this tournament, especially more additions.
Yeah.
I think it really shows you how difficult it is. Yeah.
I mean, from this group, both Philip and Kaijinken ended up advancing. I mean, Kaijinken, a sigh of relief over there because after this match,
he's sweating. Yeah, he's like probably relief right now. He needs wow.
I mean, but just the two battles we saw, like both of them went for about 70 turns. It was insane, and we saw clutch performances in both battles by a key member. Which I mean, we have to pay honor to the MVPs of both battles over here. I mean,
yeah,
the
Alola
Alola
Mola. Wow, this was the match day of Alola Mola.
In both games.
Incredible.
Incredible.
The fish.
Insane.
That fish is scary and crazy.
And Seb
It
knows.
is.
And yeah, Seb knows. I think we can say Alomamula is now going down in the Pokemon Premiership folklore. Like if there's
Yeah.
one of the Pokemon that's like been so huge. Now it's insane.
Indeed. So, I mean, obviously, congratulations to Seb. Hope to see him bounce back and come back stronger next season, because obviously I think he's one of the best trainers that we've seen here at the Pokemon Premiership. And, you know, this result doesn't really reflect how good he is of a trainer. He was in a very tough group and results simply didn't go his way. He was also not well accustomed to the Gen 9 metagame. And I think that also played a part into his elimination. But congratulations to Titanes for topping the group, and both to Philip and Kaijinken for advancing into the playoffs. We're going to move in a few moments into Group C, because we have a live battle which is going to take place between myself and Psychic. I'm just waiting for Psychic to send the challenge, but I mean, it's a huge one. It's going to be the winner of that game. Yeah. And I mean, after the shaky start that I had losing to Steve, it kind of gave me life that Psychic beat Steve himself. And now we're in a situation where the winner is going to top the group. And I mean, the growth from Psychic has been amazing. He's already secured a spot in the playoffs for the first time.
Yeah.
But now
he could try to push even higher. He lost against the debutant, against Z-Lord, in a very, let's be honest, in a game battle where he really had a brain fart. But since then, we have seen it's just, I mean, that at the end of the day, you know, all those battles kind of happen. It's about how you bounce back. And Psychic, as we've seen, he has bounced back well. And now we'll have to see. I don't think it's going to be an easy battle for Rank. I think it's going to be a tricky battle for both sides. So looking forward.
By the way, Rank, I think while you're focusing on the battle, I'll manage to stream for you temporarily.
Yeah, I sent the battle link into the private chat. So I'm going to be on the background and I'll let you guys take over the commentating.
Right. Interesting now. Interesting. Let's see what happens.
All right. Give me a second to get the battle up. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
So from Psychic side, we have Gyarados, Mega Gyarados, Thundurus, Therian, Garchomp, Amoonguss, Deoxys Speed, and Incineroar against the ranks Tapu Fini, Mega Manectric, Landorus Therian, Tyranitar, Excadrill, and Hydreigon. So what y'all think about this? What do you think about this?
I mean,
go
on, Spectrum.
Yeah, I like I think I like Rex team a bit better for this specific matchup here. Just like of the 6 he's bought, I don't think there's any that's faster than the Sandrush Excadrill aside from Scarf Deoxys. I don't think that Psychic has brought, but of course, like he's shown that he's got like a lot of Psychic. I'm talking about Psychic. Like he's shown got a lot of medals, and even if he does or doesn't win this match, he's definitely shown great improvements compared to last. It was just so close to the playoffs, and now this is sort of like his first. You could call it a playoff game. You could call it a friendly, but his first true exposure to like high level play with this. So we'll see how it goes. I think I had to predict.
We'll see indeed.
Both teams have 2 electric immunity Pokemon each.
Yep, of course. Okay.
So we got a Thundurus, Therian, actually 2 electric types right there against Mega Manectric.
Yep.
I think we'll see a Hidden Power Ice maybe from Rank side against
Rock.
Could do. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
No! No!
Oh my! Yeah! Yeah, maybe I jinxed it.
Yeah.
And
that's bad. I mean, that's done. Well, so much for electric immunity. I mean, actually, no, he still has Volt Absorb, Thundurus Therian, but
she could have went to Amoonguss there. I will take the damage.
I don't know. That's a mistake right there. You can't lose Garchomp that early, especially against the team. You cannot lose Garchomp that early. That's a big.
So Garchomp walks all over the rest of his team. It's realistic that he pops.
Yeah, you should have known. I mean, Mega Manectric with Hidden Power Ice is like a standard. You know, like.
And
okay, Psycho Boost does not kill.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No. Oh.
Volt switch.
So much.
Now you go free into probably go into like Hydreigon or Tyranitar.
Tyranitar.
You could
Oh,
do
no.
you could, yeah. We have seen Dragon Dance Tyranitar, maybe. Although this
You
could
got-
be super power.
Psychic starts
You could
bringing
even.
out.
Alright.
Which is-
Sorry, go on.
There.
Pursuit. Wow.
Oh.
Well, he just took a wow. Well, Ring just took a piece out of the book of fails with that. All right.
Yeah.
They, I
This
think
is.
All right.
This looks like a little
Insane.
right.
there's
Landorus Therian with Intimidate. Yep.
Superpower.
Superpower.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is looking like a losing battle here for Psychic.
Really bad start. I think he made a lot of mistake from first play itself. I mean, starting out going to Garchomp on the hidden power ice, you probably should know that.
the Thunderous.
And there's,
Oh
my
Ah.
God.
Oh.
Is
I
there
think
okay?
that
This
is.
might be a new. This might be a new record for the most back switches in a single game.
It might be. I don't know.
Uh,
Maybe not. We have what's the record? 7 turns, was it? I think.
yeah. Rank did it turn 2 to turn 7 in a few tournaments ago against
Okay, so
Going
at least
for his own
the
record, then.
Sandstorm user.
Yeah, no, I think it's not going to be like that, but this is going to be up there, maybe.
Probably the fastest since I knocked out Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
yeah,
All right,
Gyarados,
Gyarados. Let's see.
Stone Edge, Stone Edge.
Yeah, he's going to Mega though. So
Oh yeah, that's true. But then U-turn.
yeah, you're going to U-turn. You'll probably U-turn here, or you
Or-
actually do that. Okay, let's see.
You have to watch
Yeah.
your power whip here.
There's a Mold Breaker. Not that it matters. Waterfall. Yeah, no.
You
but
could have
the
gone
thing
for
is,
Dragon Dance as well. Could have gone for Dragon Dance.
He needs to get at least 3. He's not gonna have the time to do it.
He's not going to be able to do it. I mean, what? Oh God. By the way,
No.
Gyarados does get Power Whip. Just saying, it does get Power Whip.
That would be very good coverage there for Tyranitar as well.
Yeah, I'm
We're
not sure.
going to Among Us.
Tyranitar. Okay,
Tyranitar.
let's see. Okay. Oh, does have
Okay.
it. Okay.
But why did he go for that in the first place?
Yeah. Why then? Oh, maybe he was predicting a switch, perhaps.
Okay, but I feel like in this
Yeah.
second
No,
turn,
it should be Power Whip
I feel like
anyway. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
but I mean,
yeah. Clearly, it's not going to be that quick.
Probably quick
it outspeeds though. Okay.
Okay, he has a kill. Okay, that's 1.
damage.
I don't see how he turns this around though. To be honest,
You need a DD.
because he can't set up like Sand Rush.
He doesn't have time
That's
to.
Yeah,
because of
it's-
Sand Rush. Yeah.
It's too late to set up. Yeah.
There's Earthquake. He's too slow.
Among Us. To be fair, I don't see how this thing kills Among Us. And why Infinito?
And clear amulet.
Oh, so it's not even Sand Rush.
No.
But okay.
Okay.
Flare Blade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that. But now you're gonna. Yeah, but now you die from. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
You need one more. I think he needs one. He needs one more kill.
Bro, come on, it's an Among Us.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not sure why he didn't use the Among Us earlier. If
Yeah, you probably click overheat or something here.
Overheat. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a perfect move. Yeah.
Yeah.
And wait, this thing probably has a generator. I mean, never even used it.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't use it. What is he gonna? Yeah, no. I think. Look, I think Psychic's start was just so bad with the Garchomp. Just
Yeah.
really naive. See, there you go. Yeah.
Okay.
you could try.
Okay, you're gonna kill this, but like, what's the difference? You go into Hydreigon, probably Flamethrower, Draco Meteor, maybe. Like,
Well,
do something
I mean,
like
yes, I mean,
Landorus.
with all due respect to Psychic, I think 3-0 is a very flattering score.
yeah, I think he's gonna be flattered by this. I mean, we've all like.
Fire Blast misses.
Ooh.
Giga
Why?
Drain
Why not
Why?
do that earlier?
Much bomb.
takes a little bit of health.
Yeah, I mean that's that. I think
Sludge Bomb.
now. I mean, you should have done that earlier. To be honest, I don't know why I didn't bring
Yeah,
that
but-
earlier. To be honest,
They have Protect?
maybe. No,
Nope. Okay.
that's that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know it says 3-0, but let's be honest. That
That's
was,
not more.
yeah, it was not.
I think
The 3-0 in Pokemon can be very like, it's like a double-edged
Yeah.
sword. A 3-0 can be very like tight battle, or it can be like consolation battle. And I think that was more of a latter. That's what. But regardless, I mean, Psychic, we still saw him. He's still through, And yeah, the opening, great opening from Rank, but I think Psychic really shot himself in the foot with that switch to Garchomp.
Yeah,
Yeah. Could have been a 5 or 6 into one.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough.
Rank
I think top
also
two,
Incineroar or could have used knockoff when Rank was switching out from Tyranitar.
I also think, not clicking Power Whip earlier on the Tapu Fini. That was another, I think. Like, he should have done that. But yeah, but
definitely.
obviously, yeah. Well, congrats, Rank. You got first place. What did
Thank
you
you.
think of the battle? What did you think?
Congratulations,
What did you think of it?
I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it went. I mean, I had a few plans. Some of them came to light, some of them didn't. I immediately, when I saw that he had 2 Intimidators, I was like, well, XCAT really is going to be a big part in me winning this game. And I was like, I cannot allow myself to get intimidated, into oblivion. So I was like, I kind of need the clear amulet to keep my attack stat in place. And I'm glad that that part paid off. Obviously, then the Incineroar had the Shuka Berry and survived anyway, but good preparation on the side of Psychic. But I guess everything that I planned for the battle kind of came true, and even better than I anticipated, because I had that lead in mind with Mega Manectric against Thunderous, because basically Thunderous was the only thing that prevented me from bolt switching everything, so I wanted to get rid of it as soon as possible. And when I was in front of it, I was like, well, I'm going to click Hidden Power Ice and just kind of win this one-on-one. And when he switched into Garchomp, I was like, well, this is even better than what I expected. So
yeah,
I kind of took
that was a
big
misplay, I think, from his side, because I look at him as a team. I'm pretty sure he would have thought Garchomp might have been a big problem, because it seems like it's a very Garchomp in general is a very scary Pokemon, but it just seems like he just wasted a Garchomp too early. And we even discussed, I think he should have gone into Amoonguss way earlier, because you can't really make use of its regenerator when it's the last Pokemon. So
yeah.
And also,
I saw you took Pursuit, though.
Whatever it's called.
Pursuit, you learned it from fails. You took it really from his book, so nice.
Yeah, that's soon. But no, pretty happy with the win, because I mean, it was no guarantee that I was going to beat Psychic. He's improved a lot, and I think that you cannot underestimate anybody in this tournament. We've already seen it. So yeah, it was not a foregone conclusion that I was going to win. So I'm just happy that I was able to get it done and secure first place. I secured this bye into the quarterfinals, and yeah, I mean, still congrats to Psychic for making the playoffs, and I'm excited to see what he can do over there, obviously. I don't know if anybody has any more questions. If not, we can move on to the other game that took place in Group C, which is Slither up against Steve. Obviously, Steve in a good position to advance from the group. He has to avoid a 4-0 defeat or worse. Well, obviously, Slither has to win by that margin if he wants to advance into the playoffs. And yeah, we're going to have to see how this game came out and how this group came to a conclusion. We have here the lineups. Steve coming here with Urshifu, Single Strike, Goldengo, Ogerpon, Wellscream, Mega Sceptile, the Galvantula, and the Great Tusk, while Slither has Breloom, Latios, Hisuian Samurott, Bisharp, Slowking, and Mega Diancie. I mean, Doodle, looking at both these teams, where do you see the advantages coming for either team?
So, first of all, shout out to Steve. He has 2 Pokemon that I actually have on my team as well, in Galvantula and Great Tusk. That's interesting. So I'll say this. Obviously, I mean, speaking of Galvantula, I mean, you can see like it's able to deal with 1, 2, 3 Pokemon on Slither's side. Although it is worth noting that, of course, the Mega Diancie is there, but like the Galvantula can be a problem, because although it can set up Sticky Web, but what I am very interested to see is Slither prepared for that, perhaps with a Defiant Bisharp? Because as we know, Defiant, as we know, if you do lower, if the user's stats are lowered, the attack stat goes up. So I'm wondering.
I mean, you would know, right?
Yeah, I do know. Of course. But yeah, besides that, I mean, Ogerpon, we all know Ogerpon, Wellspring, very, very strong. Urshifu as well, Goldengo. Yeah, those are pretty strong, heavy hitters. So we'll have to see. Gonna be interesting to see, though. I am gonna give a slight edge to Steve, though. I just feel like firepower-wise, the Urshifu is very, very difficult to deal with. And the Goldango can be very tricky as well, especially like, its ability. But I think it's going to be a very interesting battle. Yeah,
it's interesting how the Eternal Emperors have brought it in Breloom for all the games thus far.
Yeah. I mean, Breloom has been
considered not as good
part.
as the others he's got, at least on the starting front.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm surprised not seeing the return of Cerulege, who was so good on Slither's side, at least at the start of the tournament. But we're going to have to see how this one plays out. Slither needs an absolute miracle to, make it into the playoffs. But we've seen miracles already in this stream alone. So we'll have to see how this one plays out. Ogrepon is going to be the lead for Steve up against the Diancie. It's going to be an instant switch into the Latios to tank the Hornleech. That's still a lot of damage, though. Switch into the B sharp and reposition.
Favorable situation.
Rapid strike. Okay, knock off.
Oh, it's rapid strike.
Oh, choice scarf. That's big. Okay.
Yeah, no more choice scarf. This super effective U-turn.
Damage. Yeah.
Okay,
there's the Galvantula. Let's see now.
And it's a switch into the Diancie to tank the Bug Boss.
Okay, the thing is,
from Slither.
It's good that he switched because this Diancie has magic bounce, so it's good that he didn't go for Webster.
Yeah. So that's going to be a switch away from the Goldango. Obviously, this Make It Rain would have hurt a lot. Still a lot of damage into the B-sharp over there. Could be Focus Blast, and I think Slither knows, but it's going to be the switch into the Great Tusk in there. A lot of switching
double
going on.
switch the Goldango. Okay, good.
Gets this PF drop.
This could take a fire.
Then Mystical Fire, maybe? Nope.
Dazzling Gleam is super effective in the Samurott, but it survives. So much damage from the Goldango, and here comes the Urshifu tanks the Ceaseless Edge.
Yeah, that's going to set up that, though. Yeah, Slowking.
But now Goldango is going to go down to the spikes.
Big damage.
Galvantula comes in.
That breaks the sash, if it has it. Yeah.
No Pokemon has gone down yet. The Thunder is so much damage into the Diancie.
No para.
Incredible. Right? Power Jam. There's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage being traded, but no one has gone down yet. Critical hit. It's a lot of damage into the Breloom. Mach Punch critical hit. And Slither has taken the lead. Oh my goodness.
Okay, what is going on? Okay, Shadow Ball.
Okay.
All right, but you Sucker Punch now. Probably. Okay, there's the Great Tusk.
He went for the Sucker Punch.
The Great Tusk is boots.
Yeah, rapid spin.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Rock helmet damage.
Rock helmet damage.
Gets rid of the spikes.
Let's see.
Here comes
Avantula. Chilly Reception.
Slither is doing great. Can I say that?
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, Goldango. Let's see what happens. Power Gem.
Another Power Gem.
A lot of damage. But this thing probably.
No, Mystical Fire. That's super effective. And Slither is 2-0 up. Slither is up in this game.
Okay. What is going on?
Slither is doing it. Here comes Mega Sceptile.
Oh, good one.
And Bishop goes down. Slither can only allow one more of his Pokemon to go down. Liftorm comes out. It's not enough to take out the Slowking. No! Lightning Rod. It's not going to paralyze him.
Oh my days. No, that's a mistake.
If he starts,
the Dragon Pulse.
Okay, now what? Okay,
the Liftorm comes
that's
out.
done. Oh.
Slither goes down to 4 Pokemon.
That might have been a costly mistake.
Sucker Punch. It does not get the knockout. Pokemon lands. And that's it.
And just like that.
He's still playing for a win here.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Galvantula.
Dragon Pulse is not enough damage.
Moonblast. Okay,
that's a good one.
It's 3-on-3. Liftorm is going to take the Diancie back out.
How do you kill this Sceptile now? I mean, okay.
Mach Punch probably is going to take out the Urshifu instead. It's 2 against 2. Slither really putting up a fight. The close combat is going to take out the Breloom.
It's probably done though.
Yeah, it is done. Luster Porch is going to take out the Great Tusk.
God, yeah,
it's a one-on-one between the Sceptile and the Latios. The Sceptile is faster and takes out and Steve.
What a battle.
That was a good one.
The Lightning Rod. That might have cost the battle.
That is the one mistake from Slither. The entire battle. Clicking Thunder Wave on the...
And that mistake ultimately loses him the battle.
Or not giving any of his Pokemon ice moves.
Yeah. I mean, he was 2 Pokemon up before that. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's fine margins, but oh my... See how one turn can absolutely shift the battle. that's the thing about Pokemon. It's like,
But I
it's always-
mean,
If it,
still,
he needed an
massive congratulations to Slither, because I feel
Yeah.
like the improvement we saw from him this season was incredible. From getting his first win to now putting up this big of a fight against Steve
I'm gonna
was
say
just
this.
amazing.
I know he lost, but for me, this was his best battle because
it is,
besides
no,
that Thunder
it was-
Wave,
it's
Lightning Rod, which you know what, I'm gonna say, we all make those kind of mistakes. That
Yeah, like
during the
that's the
battles.
kind
It
of thing that
happens.
if you don't run across it, you don't know how it works. Like you have to experience it.
Yeah, and also it's
You-
like
yeah.
it's so easy for us now. Like we can always say, obviously, it's Lightning Rod. Why are you using Thunder Wave? We know ourselves as experienced players that but like I think you gotta if you put yourself in the shoes of Slither during that battle, a lot it can really like get very emotional. It
Yeah,
can just
and
get tough. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna bash him
What
too
I
much.
will say, what I will say though, if that, what could have been, if that Thunder Wave was an ice beam, what could have been?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's that he wins, I think he probably would have won. Like maybe.
What a battle we saw! I mean, that was incredible. I mean, and congratulations to Steve. He also makes the playoffs with this
Yeah.
result.
That was one of my
So
favorite battles, honestly, so far. I think it has to say, like, incredible battle, incredible.
amazing.
Yeah, the lightning rod. Yeah, the thunder wave. It's that one. It's fine margins like that.
Yeah, incredible, incredible battle once again, and just like that, we only have two more battles ahead of us. We have the conclusion of Group D, which is also gonna be super exciting. I mean, just the narratives that are riding on this one. Both battles, Ayush against Spectre and Sabutian against Doodle, are gonna be, I mean, Alzheimer's in my opinion. I believe we're gonna start with the Derby, which is gonna take place.
Can you do the thing that I messaged you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, because we have a big graphic over here that was done in case of this occasion, which is the Milan Derby that is going to take place between Doodle and Sabutian. Sabutian already qualified to the playoffs.
Whoa.
Doodle trying to clinch that spot.
Sorry if it's
this,
bad, but yeah.
it's not lineups. I mean, because it's just
Yeah.
the entire squads of both teams.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's setting up to be an amazing battle because Sabutian has been, he's unbeaten, which is crazy to think about considering the group that he's in.
Yeah.
But he's been doing so well. And Doodle, 2 wins and 1 loss. That 1 loss kind of set him back now into a position where he has to win this game to secure that spot into the playoffs. But still, I think that it's going to be an amazing battle between these two trainers, and with the added benefit that it also is a derby between an Inter Milan and an AC Milan fans taking place. So, I mean, I guess there's not much else for us to do. We're gonna jump into
it's like
this
fate
one.
wanted this to happen like literally the day before the actual Derby della Madonnina. So it's very interesting. But yeah, obviously also besides that, it's a huge one. Sabutian obviously wants to win also to secure first place, I'm sure. So yeah.
I mean, we have here the lineups. Sabutian coming in with Chiyu, King Gambit, Slowbro, Toxapex, Tapu Koko, and Megalopony up against Galvantula, Aaron Bundle, Grimmsnarl, Aaron Great Tusk, Mega Medicham, and Gudra from Hisui. I mean, Spectre, you faced both of these trainers in this group. How do you think this battle could play out? Because I see a lot of defensive and offensive pieces on both sides of the pitch.
The question is really going to be if Doodle can both of those bulky water. I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be caught in my mind. But like those two, like combined, do so much damage to just dole out so much damage so slowly. And it's almost like they're immune to like taking it back as well, just simply just because they reject off of them, not like by the court. And I think really like Galvantula might have a chance. Will probably get through Slowbro, but then he might not have a chance against Upset because with Slowbro you can just do max defense, max walk away, and then with Toxic you go max HP, max special defense. Just walk past the entire team. The question, and I don't really, and I think that like the throw it to that to like a combined with like what he didn't bring, like Gliscor. Like you can't just send in your electric type and say like, haha, I'm gonna walk all over you now. No, you have to deal with Gliscor as well, which doesn't go down. And then obviously, I'm presuming Doodle, you definitely did go and try to build and such difficult things because like you this team and said like, okay, maybe it's a lot more you think it's a lot more manageable until you have to play it.
And let's not forget, last time they played each other, Galvantula was the one of the moments from a losing position up against Regice and Cobalion. Galvantula clutched up for Doodle, including that moment when Cobalion used ounce.
Thunder, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Thunder hits,
It is worth noting. It is also worth noting that I think and also I think very interested to see it. I think this is how many city derbies have we had before? I think this is the first one. City derbies.
I mean, not many. I can tell you that much.
No Tangrowth
Which
as well.
derbies? Did you say Milan derby?
No, city derbies, like derbies between two in the same city.
Yeah.
Okay, well, most of them have been Milan related.
Yeah, I do think
at least
so.
most of them anyway, possibly all of them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a look at this Milan derby. It's Inter against AC Milan, and right away DiMarco comes in up against the GU from Sabutian. The flamethrower comes in and it's gonna bring the Galvantula down to the sash. Thunderwave comes in to paralyze the GU, and the webs go up now. Thunder comes in, it's so much damage into Maldini, but he's gonna hold on the defensive piece and take out the Galvantula, and Sabutian is in the lead.
Will not be the hero this time.
Nope. Here comes the Mega Medicham, however, setting up a bulk up in front of the Lopunny. It's a battle of the Mega Evolutions, but now it's faster because of the webs. And takes out the Lopunny in one hit with the Drain Punch. Tapu Koko also gets his speed reduced. Doodle is going to switch out. And here comes Slowbro as well, being even slower now. Thunderbolt in the electric terrain is so much damage into the Slowbro. And there's the paralysis into the Gudra. Now here comes the King Gambit. It's gonna get a Defiant boost, what they said before. This gets its attack boosted by getting his reduced speed from the webs. Low kick is so much damage into the Great Tusk. Sucker Punch is not enough to take it out. And the Headlong Rush is gonna be enough to take out the King Gambit.
It didn't happen this time. It did not
happen. Doodle does not let it happen again, and with the Headlong Rush takes out the Tusk as well, and this Great Tusk is running away with the game. So much damage being brought. Here comes the Gudra to tank in that Psychic from this Slowbro, and Sabutian is against the ropes right now. How does he get past this Gudra? There's nobody that can do so much damage to it. Thunderbolt of the Coco. Dazzling Gleam does absolutely nothing, and the Earthquake is so much damage back. There's nothing that this Tapu Koko can do. Another Earthquake is going to be enough, and Tapu Koko goes down. Sabutian is down to his final two Pokemon here. Gudra gets paralyzed, and so he's going to have to tank a Scald, but he's easily going to be able to tank that. And two Thunderbolts are going to be enough. I don't think Sabutian can do this. He cannot break through this Gudra. The Thunderbolt outside of electric terrain is not enough to get the knockout, but this Slowbro...
You won't get the burn either.
Yeah, you cannot because it's already paralyzed. And now Chiyu is the last line of defense for Sabutian, and this Gudra has Earthquake. Flamethrower is not even a 2-hit KO from this range. Earthquake is so much damage. Is this the final turn? Does Gudra get the full para? No. And just like that, Doodle has won 5-0 over Sabutian.
I think it was just a simple lack of preparation for a Gudra.
Yeah, agreed. I was going to say the same thing.
So, what was it about Galvantula not being a hero? Because
Galvantula was the hero with the webs. That thing carried. The speed drops just made it so that Great Tusk could sweep.
Yeah. What I can say, first of all, I'll say this, first of all.
I think this is the only reason he turned on his camera today. I think this is the only reason.
Second of all, I'll say this. I was a bit shocked that he didn't bring Ice Sport, but I'll say this. I had Ice Beam on my Gudra, actually. And
Okay.
I also had, I believe I had Hidden Power Ice on my Galvantula, just in case. I also had Ice Punch on my Medicham. And by the way, speaking of Medicham, the reason why I switched from away against Tapu Koko is because I didn't have Poison Jab. If I had Poison Jab, who knows? Like, when I saw that King Gambit, though, Defiant, I was like, I got flashbacks a bit from last week. I did get flashbacks. It's kind of funny. But this time I was prepared. This time I was ready for it. Of course, you had great
Okay.
tusk. And yeah, and I mean overall. And by the way, this now makes it to add more bragging rights. Whenever in this whole Pokemon tournament history so far, whenever an Inter and the Milan player have faced each other, Inter is on 100% win rate so far.
Ooh,
so
the stats coming through.
Yeah. So yeah,
Insane.
but yeah, obviously I'm very happy. Savutian obviously already had qualified, so I was like definitely much more pressure on me to win, and I think I'm very happy how it went. It's crazy though, the Iron Bundle and Grimstall didn't even hit the field.
Yeah, no, they were just spectators of the absolute massacre that took place. Congratulations on that win. And I mean, obviously, Sabutian taking his first loss of the tournament, but still in the playoffs. So we're going to have to see how that one plays out. And I mean, that only leaves us with one battle left remaining, which is going to be Spectre against Ayush. Ayush with a chance to secure the playoffs and even with a chance to fight for first place, while Spectre is in a must-win situation to try and get into the playoffs. And for that, for the last battle of the game of the stream as well, we have prepared an edit to kind of
quick question.
Go ahead.
What does Doodle's win mean for Spectre?
4-0.
Yeah, that Doodle's win does mean that
he has to win
Spectre
by
has to win by a lot, because now he has to. The only way he has to advance is to surpass Ayush in Pokemon difference. So he has to win 4-0 or better. So
he basically has to do what Philip did, essentially.
Yeah, Spectre has to do
and it can
the
happen.
same thing.
It can happen.
I mean, we've seen it happen. I wouldn't rule it out. We have seen it happen already today, so we'll see what happens.
So yeah, for the final battle of the stream, we have here Spectre against Ayush.
What is that? Who's that? He's here for me.
I've enjoyed the chase, Gato. But I think we've reached the end now, you and I. You gonna take the coward's way out? Run away to more lives? Or you gonna fight? Pick it up. Go on, pick it up! What's the matter? Lives flashing before your eyes?
No, just one. I'm done running. Fear me if you dare.
This is gonna be fun.
Like we like to say in the Pokemon tournament, absolute cinema.
Yeah, with a Zygarde, as we know. Yeah.
People, if you have not watched Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, do yourself a favor.
Recommended, highly.
And yeah, we are gonna jump into the last battle of the stream. Ayush in a position not only to clinch first place, but to eliminate a title contender like Spectre from the tournament. Spectre in a must-win situation and has to win by a big margin as well to try and make it into the playoffs. And here are the lineups. We have on the side of Ayush, Araquanid, Corviknight, Aaron Threads, Mega Charizard X, Aaron Valiant, and Galarian Darmanitan. While on the side of Spectre, we have Rotom Wash, Garchomp, Corviknight, Volcarona, Regieleki, and Clefable. I mean, Titanes, just looking at the lineups, what can you tell me about these teams?
I mean, Ayush has one of the scariest drafts in the entire tournament, I think, which that defensive core of Araquanid and Corviknight. Araquanid is very popular with my fellow Indian competitors, and for good reason. Very strong defensively, and same with the Corviknight. The Iron Tread as well is very strong defensively. But then you've got the Charizard. Wait, I forgot. Is it X or Y? The Mega Charizard?
It's X.
X. X. Okay.
X.
So X with a tough claws, with a DD capabilities, with sweep. Iron Valiant is one of the most broken Pokemon in this entire tournament we've seen before. But Sabutian did show that there is a way to beat it. But Spectre needs to hope that he has someone like Chiyu on the side to combat it. Then there's of course the Grueling of Nabanatan, who under the right circumstances can be very deadly. But of course you can't rule out Spectre with Garchomp. I know it very well. It's even in the Gen 9 meta, it's a very strong Pokemon. Corviknight, of course, Ayush himself would obviously know how good it is. Fable, I think it's still a very broken Pokemon, but there's a question of whether it has Magic Guard or Unnerve, Unaware, sorry. You don't know. Regieleki, it's a very gimmicky Pokemon, but the game has worked quite well in the past. For Spectre, Rotom Wash as well, quite a good pivoter. And I'm very interested to see how this one goes. I think both are quite even in terms of strengths in their teams. However, I think Ayush has much less to lose, but sometimes it can be a negative. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens indeed. It's the final battle of the stream. It's the final battle of Group D. Spectre has to win 4-0 or better to advance. Ayush with a chance to clinch first place and leads with the Darmanitan in front of the Regieleki. Instantly, both trainers just switching out.
Okay. Araquanid.
Hydro Pump is going to bounce off the Araquanid. He just stands there so well.
The Hydro Pump does hit this time.
It does hit, but it did basically nothing. Mirror Coat from the ball is good damage onto the Regieleki.
And now we are pivoting. He just hits into him now. Okay, Corviknight, yeah. Now.
Oh, look at the name.
Yeah, probably. No.
U-turn on the Charizard, and it's going to be Clefable coming in. It
Ooh,
does take
one
step
name
damage,
he's probably
so it's
happy to
probably
see.
unaware.
Yeah, probably.
It's unaware.
Oh,
no.
Thunderwave onto the Iron Treads. Ayush is just dancing around him on the Heavy Slam. Just takes out the Clefable in one hit. Ayush takes the lead just like that. So much damage.
Wow, that is not anything. What the hell?
No, it does not. And here comes the Regieleki to try and do a bit more.
I mean, we know this thing's coverage is not good at all. So
so it has to get out of here. And just like that, the rocks go back up.
Quiver dance.
No Quiver Dance.
No
It's going to be a switch into the Corviknight, probably the Fog. But Ayush switches into his own Corviknight. The Mirror Armor comes out, but it still gets rid of the rocks. It still gets rid of the rocks.
Okay, so that's right.
U-turn takes Rocky Helmet damage for its trouble. This lower U-turn allows Spectre to reposition better into the Volcarona. And there is the Quiver Dance in front of the Araquanid. But does it do enough damage? Spectre doesn't think that it is.
I'm guessing he didn't bring Air Slash.
There goes the liquidation. And now another U-turn. A lot of pivoting going around in this battle. There's the Dragon Dance from the Charizard X. It's going to get hard.
Stop now.
Dragon Claw critical! Takes out the rock in one hit, and Spectre is down to his final 4 Pokemon.
Valiant.
Here comes Garchomp, though. He's going to have to put in a lot of work. Stone Edge is not a lot of damage into the Iron Valiant, and he's going to have to switch out now.
This does get Thunderbolt, just saying. So.
And there goes the Thunderbolt, and Corviknight goes down. And this is looking like a sweep from a huge Thunderbolt. He's going to take out the Iron Valiant on the side of Spectre. Earthquake, good damage onto the Garchomp. No Ice Spinner. Fire Fang is
does not do much
damage into the Corviknight, but not a lot. And the Rocky Helmet is doing damage back. and not the Corviknight with the Brave Bird. It's going to take out
It's over.
the Garchomp. Spectre is down to his final 2 Pokemon, and I don't think it's going to be enough. Sure, Volcarona is going to take out this Corviknight, but it's going to take a true miracle.
Oh, yeah.
Bug Buzz, not a lot of damage. The liquidation boosted by the water bubble is so much damage onto the Volcarona.
Yeah, that's done. You can't kill it. It's over.
And that's it. Regieleki cannot do anything to a
This
ground
is
type.
literally, honestly, this ending is kind of like a repeat of the first battle. Like the Tusk was able to just completely wall the Regieleki, and now it's the Treads, the 2 elephants. So.
And just like that, Ayush wins 4-0 and eliminates Spectre for the tournament.
So that's 2 semifinalists from last season, Seb and Spectre, that get grouped in this tournament.
Rank only you and I remain from the season 3 group B players.
Wow.
I mean, Spectre, commiserations for the loss, but I mean, what are your thoughts after that matchup?
Yeah, no, I think overall, Ayush is all out offense. So I think I had to cover too many bases, and in the end, it ended up playing out well. I think there's definitely a misplay on my end to stay in with Clefable because I was expecting more Iron Head instead of Heavy Scent, because I knew that it would kind of bump into brick into a lot of the rest of the team. Overall, I think I played a bit too conservative. I think I had a few to go to take control, but I think I just didn't play well. Season as a whole, it shouldn't have came down to this. Obviously, I can blame anything I want to about the earlier games, but I could have played better at any point in the season. I think you start kind of hyper analyzing every moment, but in the end, I just don't think I played well. The standings show I didn't enough to really get out of the group stage, and it's a difficult group, but it doesn't matter really what group you get. It didn't really do that. And of course, well done to Ayush. I think it's a very scary team that he has, and I don't think he's shown there's only that has shown its ability to stop him so far, and even then kind of a bit through luck as well. I expect next season, if I do play again next season, that I should do a lot better, and I'll take this time during the off season, during the playoffs, to kind of find and resharpen my skills. Especially since this league in particular really is really unforgiving when you're in poor form, because you only get 4 group stage matches compared to 9 in other leagues where you have the league phase before you go into the whole tournament section. So yeah, I just hope I can be back in form for next season.
Yeah, I mean, we would love to have you back here again. You've shown your worth in previous seasons. Maybe this one didn't go the way that you wanted it, but still,
there's something in Discord to screen share.
What is there?
There's a statement. Hold on. This is something that I have not seen. Let me see you. What is it that we have to see? There's a statement from Northstar PC Pokemon Club. Let me zoom in because I cannot read properly. Statement from Northstar PC regarding head coach classified for immediate release from an address on November 22nd. The Northstar Pokemon Club can confirm that the club has terminated the contract of our head coach effective immediately. Spectre's career in the Premiership with us is a time we highly appreciate, said owner Harald Latzner. They have transformed this club into a global icon, but the club requires a personality that can consistently do well with top-tier rosters and maintain world-class style that this club warrants to of all its members. Yeah. So, wow, we have another coach departing their club right after this stream.
Except this one through the back door.
We cannot. No, but we cannot replace him. We cannot replace him.
Yeah, we cannot. That's yikes. Northstar. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. But I'm sure Spectre will be back next season. I'm sure he's going to bounce back.
I hope so. So if we take a look now at how the standings actually finished over here, obviously Group A, we knew that Willow was going to top, but it cut it really close with the differential after losing 6-0 to Fails today. That was such a crazy game that we witnessed, and Fails with that secured that second place ahead of Eli Bongo, who qualified to the playoffs, ahead of Juliana. If we look at the Group B, Titanes, top of the group, getting to 3 wins as well. Philip and Kaijinken qualifying as well. Mats, unfortunately, getting eliminated in differential.
One other thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't dick around with Destiny Bond, I would have got on above Kaijinken.
Yeah, but
maybe.
The thing is, it's all hindsight now, unfortunately. It's like,
yeah, but we know
that would have been the case because it would have been on equal Pokemon difference, and I would have had the head-to-head over him.
Well, Philip though, from bottom to in the second place, just like that.
Second place is mad.
Incredible from Philippe. Group C, I managed to top the group despite losing in the first match day. It reminds me of something that happened in a tournament a few years ago as well. Well, still gets second place with 3 wins. Psychic on 2 wins, finishes third in the group ahead of Slither and Sealord. While in Group D, Ayush tops the group in differential ahead of Doodle and Sabutian, all of them finishing on 3 wins. This was such a competitive group between them. Spectre sadly gets eliminated alongside Game Boy Shadow. I don't know.
So
yeah.
So it's myself, yourself, Willow, and Ayush. Well, the 4 lucky number ones.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if anybody has any extra thoughts, but we have one last thing to do before we wrap up, and that is to know what's going to happen with the playoffs. If there's something about the previous matches that you want to say, just say it now, because after that, we're going to move on to the draw.
Yeah, I mean...
not so much about the matches, but Spectre, if you want to manage Team Mats, then I think you'd be a prime candidate to in the interview stage.
Spectre?
Yes, we'll see about that. My phone is blowing up right now with clubs from about the group stage. I think what a phase it has been, even in the groups where we said, oh, it's probably gonna be, it's not a group that it's gonna be pretty easy. We saw some great upsets, like I think, well, we saw Savuchan beat almost everybody. Going on, six Willow are finalists from last season. We have Kaijinken making a great debut. Philip somewhat backing up the talk, doing this. So he probably had to say Bismillah a lot of times before the match. In even Group C, of course, like you have like Slither and Zlord showing that like they are able to play the game. I think like you look at like if we do this again, and like I think we're probably gonna have like a longer conversation even about like how the group stage, at least like the pre-tournament phase, is going to turn out. Like these quarter pops like are going to be insane. Like they're going with how much quality like we have needed quality that we're probably going to have in the next season as well. And I think everybody here, I mean, yeah, Slithers has a great point. Like every player this season has had a campaign to remember, and everybody is going to have a new storyline to like live up to strictly from the group stage. And now that like we have the playoffs, we see like 12 of the best teams in the entire tournament. We're going to see like depending on how this draw turns out.
Yeah, I mean, something to really bring the point home about this group stage is that nobody went unbeaten. Like nobody had a perfect group stage. Nobody swept their group. Everyone took at least one defeat on the way. So I think that this group stage was incredibly competitive, and we had drama up until the end. This match day was fantastic.
Where not a single team went unbeaten. I mean, not a single team won every game in the group. So
yeah, that as well. So I mean, in the Discord, I explained how the draw procedure was going to be. First, we're going to start with the people who top the group to see in which quarterfinal bracket they're going to be seated. And after that, we're going to draw the playoffs and obviously we'll try to avoid rematches, at least on the early stages, between people who have been on the
No need for
same group.
rematches. Yeah.
So here we have the people who top their groups: Willow, Titanes, Rank, and Ayush, and we have to see in which quarterfinal bracket they're going to be. We're going to jump in to the first one, which is going to be Ayush. Ayush is going to be on the top bracket of the quarterfinals. Obviously, for now, we have no matchups, so like this is kind of the boring part of the draw, but just setting up for what's going to come. This is important, though, because it means that Willow and Ayush are on the same side of the bracket. That's a potential semi-final, for example.
No.
So that means, Rank and Titanes.
No.
Oh,
the rematch potentially of the final season.
We have to see who's going to be on the third one. It's going to be Titanes. I'm going to be
Come on,
the fourth one.
come on, man. That needs to be the final. I think that needs to be the final. Not the semi-final.
Could have been a final, but it wasn't meant to be. It could be a semi, but yeah.
And there you go. Yeah. So now I have a question before we get into it. So I'm assuming the second place people cannot play each other, and third place people cannot play each other.
No,
right?
no. It's second against third. So this is gonna be Fails, Philippe, who manages to clinch second, Steve, and Doodle.
Yeah.
So
Doodle's name, since he can't play Ayush so he shouldn't be able to play Ayush yet.
I can.
If Doodle gets drawn, then he gets skipped down into the other bracket, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see.
So
how this one pans out. Is it actually gonna be Doodle? No, it's gonna be Steve.
Okay. So Steve against Ayush. It seems.
No.
Oh yeah, if he wins, right.
Steve is on the same bracket, but
he's on the same bracket.
Steve is gonna play a third place opponent. So this is for Willow's bracket. It cannot be Fails. Oh, is it gonna tip over to Philippe? Ooh, it's gonna be Philippe.
Okay, interesting.
Philippe is gonna be
what is it gonna happen?
side.
Ooh, that would be very, very interesting. And finally,
this is on Titanes's.
It's gonna happen.
It's
gonna happen.
Interesting. All right.
And that means
is on your bracket. All right.
We could have an Argentinian clash in the quarterfinals, potentially. Yeah. Interesting. So then the final one is going to be Eli Bongo from Group B. Kaijin Ken. Psychic.
Yep. And
Sabutian. Crazy that Sabutian was 3-0 and ended up finishing third, by the way.
Yeah, that's just, yeah.
I'm just unlucky,
So this cannot be, because it's Ayush and Steve, this cannot be Psychic, and this also cannot be Sabutian.
Yeah, so it's either
Eli Bongo or Kaijin Ken for this one.
Let's see, and it's going to be Eli Bongo.
Eli Bongo against Steve right away.
Interesting. That's an interesting one, actually.
Interesting matchup.
I believe they played each other before, have they not?
No.
Yeah, they surely they played each other.
No, they have. Yeah,
season 3. In season 3, Eli Bongo won, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So Kaijin
Ken, he cannot go into Philippe's bracket.
Yeah, he cannot go, so I have to respin.
He goes to Rank's bracket.
Yeah, no, he goes into. This is Fails against Kaijin Ken.
Oh, interesting.
And the winner plays me.
Wait, so by default, Doodle gets...
Yeah, no, I have to play Psychic then, because I can't play Sabutian. Yeah.
You cannot play Sabutian, so you have to play Psychic.
Another derby.
Philippe is going to play Sabutian.
My God, so
you have two derbies, because it's Philippe against Sabutian and
Doodle we have two derbies. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So there you go. I mean, we can show the bracket over here, which is also on the spreadsheet. We have already our draw. We're going to have here Steve against Eli Bongo. The winner is going to play Ayush. We have Philippe against Sabutian. The winner is going to play Willow. Doodle against Psychic, the winner is going to play Titaness, and Fails against Kaijinken, the winner is going to play against me.
Good reminder.
My
also,
side of the
this is
bracket
best
does
of
not
three.
look easy.
This is also best of 3. Reminder.
Best of
Yeah,
three.
every match is best of 3, which makes it even more interesting. Wow. I mean, very, very interesting matches are going to take place.
I think they're all really hard to call as well. Like, you never know. Like, I think
Yeah.
there's no, like, clear. Yeah.
No, Steve against Eli Bongo feels like a toss-up. Philip against Sabutian, with the way that Philip has come back, but Sabutian has been more consistent, you could say. Doodle against Psychic, it's a derby. And Fails against Kaijinken, you have 2 newcomers who've looked fairly impressive. So I think, I don't know, we have some amazing matchups. I cannot wait. Next stream is going to be the playoffs, and that's going to be like a hell of a stream, because like consider that this was 8 matches and it was 2 hours long. We're going to have 4 best of 3s, so that's going to
We'll
be
try to make
insanely
it
long.
faster next stream. We'll
12
see.
matches.
We have at least 12, at least 8, at least.
Yeah. Insane. And just like that, that wraps up the group stage. Thank you to everyone in the panel for joining. People who are in the knockouts, people who are not in the knockouts. I mean, what are your thoughts? Anything to close out this stream?
Bring it on.
I feel like Fails versus Ken's the most straightforward one out of the 4, or in the next round. And if the outcome reaches expectations, we'll have some South American history in the following round.
Indeed. I mean, Spectre, closing thoughts?
It's great to see this. It's going to be fun. I mean, we have right out the gate. We have 2 people who have improved much, and then I think we're going to see some of the best games this tournament I've ever seen, starting from just this first round alone. And that, and I think it's something that is unbelievable.
I mean, Doodle, final thoughts of the group stage?
I mean, well, first of all, I didn't get disqualified this time in the group stage.
We did not.
Yeah. So this is already better than last season, whatever happens. And second of all, I mean, look, I think it was very, very fun, very interesting group stage, very entertaining. Learned a lot. We saw how a lot of newcomers can do. We saw former heavy hitters. Actually, some of them crumbled in the end, ended up slipping up, not making it out. And we saw consistency. We saw a lot. I mean, we saw a big drama, and I think we're gonna see if group stage was already like we already ate so well in the group stage. So, but I think the 5-star Michelin dish is still not out yet. I think we still have to wait for the knockout stages where we know it's gonna be very crazy. And yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see where it takes us.
Of course. Thank you so much to all of the panelists for joining. Thank you to everyone who watched the stream. We'll be here next week for the playoffs. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Peace out.
Yeah.